What up, puppies? Doberwoman here. I don't know why I always say that. It's me. It's always very clearly me. I haven't updated in a little while and I wanted to rectify that. It has now been just over 2 months. 2 months since the Salem EP launch, and thank you so much, every single one of you who came along, who bought it on Bandcamp, who bought it on the day, who have listened to it, shared it with your friends. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. This has been the most stressful thing to put together, and I'm a glutton for punishment, so I do this to myself. But it was glorious, and just, yeah, thank you. A very belated, very delayed thank you to everyone who came along. I have not been idle in the last 2 and a bit months, but I have been resting quite a bit. I needed a very long rest after all the stress of the launch and all the stuff leading up to it. So in the last couple of months, I have not been doing many gigs. I've just been kind of taking some chill time, and I also went to Merolina Festival in Germany. Shout out to Goths on a Bus. We are an awesome lot. I really loved it. Merolina Festival is great. If you ever get the chance to go, it is brilliant. But yeah, that's why I'm looking a bit more tanned, because it got up to like 36 degrees there. At least that's what it felt like. I also wanted to address what happened recently at Leeds Unity Day. So I was scheduled to play at Leeds Hyde Park Unity Day, which is a big one-day festival that happens in LS6 in Leeds, and it's for the whole community. It's community run, community volunteer led, and most, if not all, of the acts are from Leeds or the surrounding area. So it's very much a Leeds-based thing, and it happens every year, and it's a great event. Unfortunately, I did not, in fact, get to perform. My set had to get cancelled because I didn't get a sound check, and when I got on stage, none of the tech was working. They assumed, and I assumed at the time, that this was the fault of my iPad, because it has been temperamental at times. So I, unfortunately, while I was already on stage, I had to make the decision to cancel my set, and it looked a little unprofessional, I grant you that. I do apologise to anyone who was there or who was hoping to see me perform, that I couldn't carry out my set that day. Unfortunately, I have now since learned that it was the fault of the showrunner, the tech guy who was doing it, who I'm not going to name because accidents happen and these things happen to everyone. But the PA system had not been tested, the DI boxes hadn't been tested, and apparently there was a switch that needed to be flicked that hadn't been flicked, and there wasn't time to give everyone sound checks. So while, yeah, I was pissed off that it happened and that I was made to feel as though I was in the wrong and that I looked unprofessional, I understand that, you know, tech goes wrong, particularly in hot weather, particularly in outside venues, outside events that just aren't funded properly. And my reason for bringing that up is not just to apologise and to make clear what actually happened on the day. It was also to get you all, if you're not invested in community, grassroots, activism and music, be so. Go and get invested in it. Go and invest in it. Go and do things for your local community when you can. I appreciate not everyone can. It is a tough fucking world and we don't have the time, the resources, the money that we should. But grassroots activism is key, more so now than ever. And Hyde Park Unity Day, Leeds Unity Day, is a huge, great big example of that. It's been running for, I don't know how many years, I think at least 20 years now. And it's amazing. It truly is. Even I now still feel it's amazing. And my set got cancelled. So do go along and support your local grassroots activism, your local music scene. I always say that, support your local music scene, hashtag. I'm down with the kids. And go and support events like Unity Day, because the more funding these events get, the less things like that happen, the less tech goes untested, the less things go awry, and the more people like yours truly, this bitch, gets to perform. So whatever's happening in your local area, if you're Leeds or if you're somewhere else in the world, find a local event to you. And that brings me to what's happening this weekend. This weekend is, I don't have a fucking flyer, it's Flowers for Sophie, which is an event put on by Flowers in the Boneyard, who are an alt-gothic and alternative community based broadly in York, but all around the UK. which I am very privileged and very proud to be a part of. I performed at their events before, and I am so pleased to be performing at this one. It is an all-day event at the Fulford Arms, starting, I think, doors at 3:30. I think I'm on at 4, but actual set times will be in the event link here. Go and get your tickets. If you can't make it, you can also get what's called a ghost ticket to support the charity, because it is all in aid of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, who 19 years ago yesterday, I do believe, was brutally beaten, killed, died of her wounds for being different. Just for being different. For dressing how she wanted and listening to the music she wanted. Her and her boyfriend were brutally beaten up, and Sophie Lancaster never recovered. If you're not familiar with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, it stands for Stamp Out Prejudice, Hatred and Intolerance Everywhere, Sophie. Do look it up. Do come and support us at the Fulford Arms in York this Saturday, 4 p.m. till, I think, 11 p.m. I will be on stage first, other than our amazing compere, my partner Chris, a short dark stranger. He's going to be comparing the whole event. And it is all, as I say, for a great cause. It's a brilliant venue. There are some amazing acts on who I am so thrilled to be supporting, like Machina and Courtesan and Tiny Forehead, who I'm really looking forward to gigging with. So please do come along, support your grassroots organisations and your local alternative scenes and your local independent artists as well. That's it from me at the moment. Links will be either in this video or in the captions. So hopefully see you on Saturday, puppies. And watch this space, because I've got new tracks in the making. I have not been idle. Take care. See you there.